Hey, what you up to? Hey, how's it going? How's Stockholm? Hey, it's been a while. Give me news. What's new with you? Lots of love. Sorry, just totally swamped at the office these days. Let's speak soon. Ran into Pete Header the other day. Do you remember him? Would you believe he's a mechanic now? So much for his punk band and all. Anyway, life's okay. Life's okay my end, not much to report. Would be so nice to catch up properly soon. Hey, let me know when might be a good time for a catch-up. Sarah, there's something I want to talk to you about. Can you call me as soon as you can? ASAP, when you get this, if that's okay. It's really important. So sorry I missed this. I'm stuck at the office. And probably will be all weekend. Next week will be better, I hope. Hello, Harunga. It's not great to see you, to be honest. Guess I'll check if the flower shop is still open. Oh, petrol station. Long live the petrol station. The only place in town we could trick someone into selling us a beer when we were under 18. It's sweet. 3.5% beer. But beer all the same. If only Italians knew what the Swedes do when they're to their beloved pizza. What was Maria's order? Something like pineapple and barbecue sauce? I would never admit it, but actually kind of delicious. Pizzeria Verona. I don't miss exams, but I do miss our post-exam pizza ritual. What was the name of the guy who used to live here? Sven something? Weird dude. Very into drones. My first boyfriend had a car just like this. In fact, this might be even his car. Better keep moving. The only house I ever persuaded Maria to throw an egg at, Halloween. She put a written apology through the door the next day. Bless her. Oh damn, you're a peer pressure, huh? Gotta force people to do things. Maria's parents' house. Doesn't look like anybody's in. Same old curtains, though. This place always had some kind of sinister vibe. Looks like it's gotten worse. A site of pilgrimage for the true main religion in Sweden. Recycling. The all-important alcohol vault. Closed on a Sunday, of course. I remember Maria's sister agreeing just once to buy us a bottle of wine. The cheapest rosé they had. It was disgusting and we drank it all. It's always the same things. Lost cats, church meetings, and some for sale notices. Paul Thomas, great livestock for even better prices. I think I'll pass. This monument commemorates the Green Harunga flood of 1997. 5 inches of water counts as a great flood, apparently. Oh yeah, totally. Elsa. Good evening. Hold on. That's not Sarah, is it? Hello, Elsa. My goodness, it is you. I hardly recognized you. It must have been like years since. 10 years, yeah. 10 years. It goes fast at my age, I tell you. Doesn't feel like long enough. Imagine it does. Okay, I imagine it does. You'll feel it soon enough. Oh, but is it the 12th today? Gosh, it's been a year already. I just need to buy some flowers, really. You can't go without flowers. No, certainly not. This bunch here is fine. Are you sure? I've got some lovely carnations in the back. I'm kind of in a hurry, Elsa. If you say so. And you're alright, are you? I'm fine. Thanks. I can hear the jingle just looking at it. ICA, the beating heart of all dead end towns. As good as a place to go and to hang out as anywhere around here. Almost feels too good to see it again, actually. Ah yes, Yosef. Consistently took the top spot in our rankings of the creepiest people in Harunga. He must be an ancient now. I thought I could maybe go in, but I cannot. To this day, I can't here take a walk on the wild side without thinking of Saturday night karaoke here. The police station. I still have bad dreams about this place sometimes. Ah, of course. Where else would everyone be on a Sunday? I have a vivid memory of sitting in a pew for graduation, and promising myself it would be the last of the hundreds of hours I spent in here. We'd really been looking forward to it. I always found it strange that the only beautiful place in town was the one full of dead people. Pretty damn fancy. I guess there has to be a reward for running this shithole for half your life. Grandma and Grandpa's grave. Maybe I should have got flowers for them too. Maria Berg, 1992-2019. And there are still so many paths I haven't trodden. Where's that from? I don't know what people do at gravestones. Is it weird if I speak to you? I want to speak to you, but also, I don't know what to say. Hi, Maria. I miss you, I guess, is the first thing. And I'm sorry I wasn't here for the funeral. I was just too wrapped up in my own feelings. So here you are. You really never did leave after all. Just why? Sorry. But you should have come with me. You wouldn't be here if you just... We had it all planned out. You should have just let this place keep you. Guess it doesn't matter now. I quite like this dress. You do? Ugh, no, it's crap, isn't it? So, what are you wearing? Hmm? Don't make me stand here looking terrible all on my own. Where's your outfit? Oh, I'll decide on something later. Nothing fits properly. No, you're right. We should be focusing on what actually matters. Booking the tickets. Yeah. So I was thinking, we should get the bus to Stockholm on Friday and... Sarah. What? Sarah, I'm pregnant. You're pregnant. Pregnant. Yeah, pregnant. Jesus. Okay. And it's that guy's Jacob? Okay, it's fine. Don't panic. We can sort this out. We can make an appointment. I don't need an appointment, Sarah. I'm gonna have a baby. I've thought about it a lot, and it's what we want to do. I'm actually really excited. Wait. What do you mean we? Me and Jacob. You mean your parents? Those Jesus freaks can't make you do this, Maria. No one is making me do anything, but how is this gonna work with us going to Stockholm? We aren't going to Stockholm. No, we aren't. I don't think I can now. Maria, I'm so sorry, Sarah. I wasn't sure how to tell you or when. I know how much this means. Look, you can't have a baby. You can't have one just because this backwards Bible bashing town expects you to keep it. You weren't listening to what I'm saying, Sarah. Well, I should at least thank you for giving me the heads up. Sarah, I have to go. I have tickets to book. That text the night you died, what did you want to tell me? I just can't let it go. And this all seems... And why would you be out driving on that road? I've been thinking about it and thinking about it for the last year, and it just doesn't seem like an accident to me. Goodness, it really is you. Lena? Wow. Sorry, I didn't expect to see... You didn't expect to see me at my little sister's grave on the anniversary of her death? With the rain, I wasn't expecting any... With this downpour, I wasn't expecting anyone here. Oh, I'm sure. I must say, I'm surprised to see you too, given that we didn't see you at the funeral. I'm sorry, I wish I could have been there. She missed you a lot, you know. I missed her too. Life just gets so busy, doesn't it? It's a little time to check in on a dear old friend, right? We had fallen a little out of touch, yeah. That's one way of putting it. Do you see much of her family? Her son Joanne's and, Jacob? I've been helping him out with Joanne's from time to time. A terrible age to lose a parent. Can't imagine. So what keeps you so busy in the city? Copy for some big accounts at my firm. Good for you. The line there, and there are still so many paths I haven't trodden. Where's it from? Oh, it's from a poem she wrote. One of the cheerier ones. It's beautiful. Yeah, she never gave up on writing. She turned her old bedroom into a sort of study. It's full of this stuff. I don't think poor Jacob's had the heart to move any of it yet. And of course there was this writing group that Gunnel started. I'm sure you remember her. Unfortunately, yeah. What else was she up to before she... Oh, you know, same old Maria. Mothering, church. Church? Yeah, Sarah, church. I'm a little surprised by that, to be honest. I dare say there are a lot of things you don't know about what Maria's life was like here after you left. Look, I kind of want to spend some time with my sister now. It's nice to see you. Oh, I guess it's not so long ago her mom died as well. And it's not like she ever particularly liked me. She was always blaming me when Maria got into trouble. Christ. I just need to know what happened to you, Maria. What did this town do to you? It's time to find out. I don't know. I guess it makes it complicated because a lot of people do have falling outs, but this seemed very particular, and it seemed like she had more to say and wanted to talk about, and then her texting and wanting to call before she eventually died kind of just sucks even more, because it feels like you could prevent it, you know? Maybe I should talk to Gunnel about the writing club she and Marina were in. Although I can think of a few things worse than talking to Gunnel. Surely she can't still work at the supermarket in town. Frankly, I'm surprised that old bat's still alive. Now there's a strange sight. Teach! Sorry, that sounds weird now. You always watch too many American movies. It's just Philip now. I can guess why you're back. I think you can, yeah. Awful tragedy. Such a waste of potential. She always liked you, you know? Oh, I do know. Maria and I became rather good friends, of a kind. I teach her son, Johannes, now, as a matter of fact. Alright. He's a very bright, too. Knocked sideways by recent events, of course, but what have you been up to in Stockholm all these years? Writing? I do hope it wasn't only Maria who kept the dream alive. Still writing for an ad agency now. And it's all going well down there? It's a little lonely, but it's alright. Well, it's always nice to see an old student. I imagine you have lots of people to catch up with, so I won't keep you. I'm gonna stay and watch the game here if you're at the loose end later on. Thanks, yeah. Although you'll find it hard not to run into your old sparring partner, Officer Nilsson, around here. Oh god, Sten Nilsson is still... I'm surprised, to be honest. You and me both. Dreadful, really, that he was the one to break the news to us all about Maria. Oh god, I'm so sorry. He was the first policeman at the scene of the crash. Only made sense, I suppose. Sorry, Philip. Yeah? Does Gunnel still work at ICA? Oh yeah, sounds like perhaps you'll have several places to avoid today. Well, see you later, maybe. Take care, Sarah. Thanks, you too. Such a waste of potential. Keeping the dream alive. Could teach, see it. There was another life you wanted to lead. Now, which torture I like to subject myself to first? Have my air turned off by Gunnel at the supermarket, or endure Officer Nilsson's attempts at humor at the police station? I guess the ICA is candy, at least. Hello, Gunnel. Who's that? It's Sarah. Sarah who? I know you remember me, Gunnel. I see a lot of people in my line of work. Don't remember all of them. Whatever. I need to ask you something. Oh, hold on. Are you that girl who left town? Yeah. The one who ran off with another woman? The lesbian? No, Gunnel, listen. Oh, it was awful. Her parents broke their hearts. You should have seen them. Can I please just ask you something? I suppose so. Depends on what it is. Look, you're in a writing group. I'm a founding member of the Harunga writing group, yeah. If you wanted to join, I'd have to ask the rest of the group. We, just don't take anybody. I don't want to join. I want to ask you about Maria. Ah, yeah. Such a shame. Yeah, but she was in the group too? Oh, yeah. She was a good enough writer. If only she hadn't written about such dreary, awful things. Like what? Oh, it was always death this and death that. It's depressing. And before she died, she was writing about that kind of thing? Well, to be perfectly honest, I can't say that she didn't have the decency to turn up to the session that week. She didn't show up the week before she died. And we're very clear that non-attendance should be announced before. Why didn't she come? She didn't say. But Kale, you know Kale? Odd family. He has a wife from some oriental place. Weird woman. Stop, please. What about Kale? He said he'd seen her around that week, all out of sorts. What do you mean? Heading to the clouds, distracted by something. That's what I heard. Not herself. Why are you asking? Weren't you two thick as thieves? So you do remember me. A little, I suppose. It was rude of her not to tell us she wasn't going to come. Okay, I'm done. You. Bye, Gunnel. Well, you're welcome. God, I'd like to give her a piece of my mind one day. Another time. If I ever come back here, that is. Not herself. I wonder why she didn't go to her writing room. Okay, time to talk to Chief Inspector Dickhead. It's good to have like a police right next to the bar. Alright. Here we go. Stan Nelson at your service. Hello, Stan. Well. If it isn't a little Miss City Slicker. Sarah, will do. Bet they don't know about your delinquents passed down in Stockholm, do they? Still shoplifting? I was 14, Stan. Once a thief, always a thief, they say. Come to turn yourself in, it is. A night in the cells, for old time's sake. I wanted to ask you about Maria. Oh yeah, the anniversary. Well, I suppose she's not getting up to her old tricks anymore, at least. Please, don't speak about her like that. Alright. Don't speak ill of the dead and all that, I suppose. Go on, then. Fire away. You're the one who called to the scene, right? Of the crash? I was, yeah. Where was it? Don't you know? You really did cast us all off, didn't you? Just answer the question. It was out on the main road south, about an hour down. Nearer to Stockholm than here, most. Why on earth would Maria be out on the road? Am I a mind reader, Sarah? So what happened? Oh, you know how fast it gets dark in this time of year. And that old road. Branch in the way or something. She skidded off the side and into the rocks below. Good thing it was me who got to the call, really. Telling the family should always be left to someone's senior. I'm head as a precinct these days, you know. Right. Can I get back to my work now? You can get back to scratching your ass, yeah. If you continue to disrespect this office, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. It suits me just fine. Chief of the precinct, my god. What's she doing out on our road? Lena said Jacob hasn't cleared things from her old room. Why they decided to live in her parents' creepy old house, I cannot imagine. Maybe I should talk to Jacob. I wonder what he's like now. Good old Bible Basher HQ. Maria's room used to be on the second floor. Hello? Door seems to be open, and the lights are on upstairs. Hello? Oh, Sarah? What are you doing here? I didn't mean to barge in. The door was open. Yeah, they usually are around here. Sorry, maybe this is a bad time. No, it's fine. Sorry, I just wasn't expecting you. I'm just back for the day, really. Okay. May I come in? Sure, of course. Come into the dining room. Pretty strange to be back in this house. I can imagine. Would you like a coffee? Only if you're making some, that'd be nice. Sure. This is too awkward. Oh. Hello. You must be Johns. Yeah. Nice to meet you, Johns. I mean, we've met before. But only once and you were very small. Well, anyway. Where's my dad? He's in the kitchen. Do you want me to get him for you? No, it's okay. It seems like we're out of coffee. I haven't really had time. Oh, don't worry. Joanne's is so big now. Yeah. And shy. And today is not a good day. Yeah, of course. How are you? Oh, you know. Today is... I understand. But I'm alright. That's good. Feels like another lifetime when I was last year. What year is Johannes in now? 4th grade. And he's getting stuck in his hockey. we both have, really. Good distraction. Yeah. Why are you here, Sarah and Harunga? Just seemed like the right time. Right. Jacob, do you think it'd be okay if I had a look at Maria's old room? I'm afraid it's not very tidy. I haven't really got around to. No, that's okay. Sure, if you want to. Thanks. It's up the stairs and you remember where it is, of course. I won't be long. Bye. Oh God. That hasn't changed at all. That's sad. It's like some sort of weird shrine to her youth in here. Even the sheets are the same. A Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin. She was always trying to get me to read her stuff. I'm not sure why I never did. She really was still writing. Poetry mostly, it looks like. How long a road must lie ahead between light and me. Is this what you wrote about, Maria? There we are. It always looks so small from up here. It is small. It's tiny. I'm gonna miss it, these forests, though. They've got plenty of forests in Stockholm, Maria. And anyway, we won't have time between the literary festivals and the parties. We're not gonna be very successful writers if all we do is go to parties. I'll write the great American novel in the mornings. American? It's a figure of speech, Maria. You're gonna love it. And speaking of love, you're such a dick. How's your new moped guy? What's his name? You know his name. J something. Jacob. Right. It's good. I like him. Huh? You think he's stupid? I didn't say anything. No, but I know what you think. Like I didn't say, it's fine. You just happen to be wrong about him, that's all. Okay, if you say so. How long is it now? 11 months, Sarah. 11 months. Leaving this shithole can't come soon enough. What's this? A symbolic receipt for 2 bottles of vodka. Wait, this is from... It is. It's from the day she died. She used to hate vodka. Why would she... I should go. I don't imagine Jacob wants me hanging around too long. Must be quite nostalgic for you. The room, I mean, it was. Jacob, I hope you don't mind me asking. Where were you and Johannes on this day last year? We were at a hockey game, actually. Seems impossible to think about us enjoying ourselves that afternoon now. But Maria got us tickets to a hockey game. Julie comes too, but she said it was a special father-son treat. I'm so sorry, Jacob. Thank you. It's, good luck back in the city. Thank you for having me. So on the afternoon that she died, Maria sent them off to a hockey game because she wanted them out of the way. This is insane. The police would have investigated the possibility that, but the police means Officer Nilsson. He easily could have just assumed it was a road accident without really thinking about the alternatives. Elsa? Yes, my dear? Can you remember? Mine like a steel trap I've got. Don't let the wrinkles fool you. Did you happen to see Maria on the day she died? I did. Must have been one of the last people to do so, I would say. She was coming back this way, a funny look about her. What do you mean, funny? All sneaky looking. Mind you, I look sleeky too. If I was off buying great big bottles of alcohol in the middle of the afternoon. Of course, it's easy enough to keep the tabs on who's a little too fond of the drink these days. Standing here all day as I do. She had a symbolic bag, didn't she? She did. Point Black refused to tell me what she had all that drink for. I'm not busybody, you know. I do it for the public good. Okay. Thanks, Elsa. Bye-bye now. Surely someone else has put two and two together. I should speak to Lena. But why would she not have said if... Hopefully she's still at the grave. I thought I might see you again. I'm kind of in a hurry, Cigarette? No thanks. Are you alright? You seem... It's just a little odd to be back is all. I can only imagine. Philip, do you happen to remember what you were doing on this evening last year? Do I remember? Goodness. I'm not sure how I could forget. Where were you when you heard? Where? There's nobody... Gosh, now I suppose you wouldn't know. I was at Maria's house. We all were. I mean, I was, and Johannes, and Jacob, and a few of Maria's other friends. What? Why? I wish I knew. It was all quite mysterious. She invited us all to come around that evening, but she wouldn't quite say why. What did she say? She said that all would be revealed, but we weren't allowed to know beforehand. So we were all there at 7, like she asked. Of course, she never arrived. Instead, we got to Officer's Den at the door with the awful news. What did you think you were all there for? It's odd. And all that shock of what happened, I haven't really thought about much. I guess I assumed she wanted to tell us something. It must have been terrible. Of course it was. But it was strangely a kind of blessing that we were all together. I mean, almost as if she knew. I need to find Lena. No problem. Give her my best. This is mighty suspicious. I could have helped. Could have stopped you. Why did nobody else stop you? How can I make it up to you? What should I do? You deserve for people to know the truth, no matter how painful it is to hear. Lena. Hello, Sarah. I need to talk to you. Are you alright? You look... No, I'm not alright. I have to tell you something. Excuse me? Listen to me. Listen to what? Why could nobody see that Maria killed herself? Sarah, I think we need to have a serious conversation. Yes, we do. The shithole town hounded her to her death. She drove her car off the road after getting blind drunk to get away from her life, and nobody even realized. She got trapped here by pregnancy that you all made her keep, and it finally got too much for her. All that God-fearing hypocrisy, all that nastiness, the narrow-minded crap that has always been the bread and butter in this place. I should have been there for her, but so should for everyone else. And just letting it slide that the fucking idiot police didn't bother to investigate her death properly, so that everyone can carry on thinking they didn't have a hand in it. It's not good enough. It's not what she deserved. Are you finished? I'm sorry, I'm just really angry and... No, Sarah, you're not angry. I'm angry. I've never heard... How dare you come here today and say a thing like that? Do you have any idea... No, well, that's not the problem, isn't it? You have no idea. What are you talking about? You haven't said this to anyone else? No, I haven't said... I think you need to leave. Oh, don't worry about that. I'm going. Yeah, you are. But you're going to come with me first. You need to see something. What do I need it? Just shut up and walk. You've done enough talking. Unless you know some more than I do, which you probably do. If I was saying anything wrong, you should have just said so. I don't want to go in there. I don't care what you want. This place is kind of pretty, not gonna lie. And I haven't stepped foot in a church in years. There's an evensong service tonight for Maria, which you didn't know, of course. You don't know the first thing about Maria. Look around. Look at all these candles people have lit. Flowers, letters, pictures of her. You thought because she chose to stay in this small town, she couldn't possibly be enjoying her life? Because she wasn't slaving away in Stockholm for a one-bedroom apartment and a failed career as a writer? How's it going, your wonderful life, huh? Did you really think she had nothing? Did you think she wasn't mourned by countless people here that you never bothered to get to know? No, that's not. Shut up. My sister had a full, rich life here. She loved and was loved enormously, and you come here for one day in the last decade and think you've seen something we're all too thick to work out. Lena, I'm sorry, but the evidence... Evidence? Is this a game to you? Come home to play detective? Go on then. What's your evidence that my beautiful baby sister did not, in fact, die in a tragic accident? One that we've all spent last year desperately coming to terms with. Look, if you don't want to hear it, I understand. You understand nothing. But go on, let's have it then. Well, all the vodka she bought, I found receipts from the day she died in her room. She was acting strangely that day and making sure Jacob and Johannes were out of town. And the party. She gathered you all together so that when she died... Are we finished? You have to forgive my rural ignorance here, but I wasn't aware that writing poems on dark themes meant you were suicidal. And the party? You want to know what the party was about? She'd been working on a book. She sent samples to an agent who wanted to take her on. So she was going to throw a surprise party to tell everyone. Anything suspicious about that, officer? Well, why did Philip not tell me that? Philip? I never told him. It was too... I don't have to explain myself to you. But that's wonderful news. As if you care. And all this wasted life because she was going to see... What? Nothing. Go home, Sarah. What was she gonna see? You don't deserve to know. You who couldn't even bother text her 1 month and next. Lena, please. You. She was going to see you. She said you were stuck in your office all weekend, so she was going to go shopping in the city and surprise you with her news in person, and then get back in time for the surprise party. I told her it was ridiculous, but she was set on it, convinced you'd want to share this moment with her, because she didn't give up on your friendship, Sarah. So yeah, that's why she was alone on that road, because of you. I don't know what to say. I do. You were so arrogant that you thought it was impossible that living here could make someone happy. That having a husband and a son and a family could make someone happy. I'm sorry. I thought I was doing the right thing. No, you didn't. You came here to see what you wanted to see, and what you wanted to see was confirmation that you chose the right path, and that she didn't. Lena, I'm sorry. Don't be. I'm sorry for thinking you might have changed. The service will be starting soon, and I don't think it's appropriate for you to be here. I'm sorry. Goodbye, Sarah. Ooh, Jesus. Ooh. I mean, she's not wrong. You kind of cut your friend off who needed you to be there, and then what, stop talking to her? What, are we going to her grave or something? God. I mean, in some of the speech choices that she had, she did feel angry and sarcastic and very, like, annoyed and upset that she had a life here and that you hated it, you know? Maria, I have nothing to, I can't excuse myself. And it hurts because if you were here, you would. Forgive me. For all my selfishness, my stupidity. Because you were just the most... Lena's right. I hardly knew you at all. But that's the thing, isn't it? You aren't here. And if you were, none of this would have... And if I had been there for you, then you might still be here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry not to have deserved our friendship better. I love you. And I can't believe I left in this state to make it clear. I really do. Even though I'm so bad at it. Goodbye, Maria. And congratulations, too, on the book. I bet it was beautiful. I don't understand why she just stopped talking to her. Other than, you know, her kind of feeling some sort of resentment that she stayed here and didn't go. And honestly, it is kind of relatable that some people don't like you, or they'll start to dislike you for the choices that you make for yourself, because in their eyes, it's not a good choice. And so they just dismiss how you feel, you know, and replace it with how they feel instead of just thinking about you. This was extremely good and extremely sad and somber. Because in some way you kind of feel and wish you could have done something, you know, as the main character and as the player. It kind of feels like maybe you could have a say or have changed the outcome and maybe made something that made more sense than everything else, you know? Like, you as the main character are kind of trying to make excuses for why things happen the way they did instead of just accepting for the truth, you know?